Christ is saying, if you want to, it says in Yahweh saying, if you want to try to live under the old covenant, and you want to still have a priestly order, I'm going to make it difficult. I'm going to take away this thing in Jerusalem where you can't even institute those anymore. And so the question would be, if someone doesn't, this is to the Tanakh only Testament says, if you are not doing those things the priest should do, how's your sin getting paid for? And if someone in the new covenant saying they're a priest, why when Christ is done it all? Hey, you.
Floor is you. No objections, and we'll go to the brother G consciousness. Brother G consciousness. You take the floor.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. All right, start this off by giving all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahak, Wadashaka.
double honors to the apostles and the elders over at the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching this truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to due to the breach of the contract, aka the covenant, which was made by our ancestors with the Most High, who people call God, you know. And to the rest of you believers out there, you women and children, friends of the prophets of the Israelite nation, who consist of the so-called blacks, aka Negroes, the so-called Native American Indians, to you I say peace and blessings as well. So this is something that's been, you know, on my spirit per se, dealing with all these people that got something to say about the Bible, but yet no one has anything to say about the people of the Bible, you know, and that's these false prophets. Mainly this dude, Vocab Malone, right? And I want to get something real quick. As you can hear, we was just playing in the background. Let me see. We're going to start off with the scripture real quick. Let me get Matthew 15 and 14. 15 and 14. Okay. So this is going to be starring so-called Apologist, which is being ring-led by a guy by the name of Vocab Malone, who's been, you know, infiltrating Israelite factions, if you will, certain churches. And sincerely, man, it is not, and it's not wise what he's doing. So he's leading all these, and he's not the first, because that's why it's going into Apologists, which we'll get in a second. But this guy, Vocab Malone, is leading these people. You got it.
Come on. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind.
So let them alone, man. They be blind leaders of the blind. Because really, that's really my attitude take with this dude. But we got to be set for the defense of the gospel. Now, what's ironic about it is when you get that word apologist, which I have right here.
Apologist.
A person who offers an argument. Let me get Philippians 2 and 14. A person who offers an argument. So that's off already according to the scriptures.
Okay.
You got it.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 14. Do all things without murmurings.
Do what?
Do all things without murmurings and disputings.
And what?
And disputings.
Okay. Let me get Proverbs 25 and 9. So, apologist, a person who offers an argument in defense of something controversial. And the thing that's controversial is who so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are proclaiming themselves to be. And that's the Israelites. No one else is assuming a position. Because why? Only so-called blacks, aka Negroes, and so-called Latinos and Native American Indians are the Israelites. People who actually went on to discontinue from their heritage and went on to take on these many different names by their oppressors, given to them, but given to us by our oppressors. Okay, you want to say Mexicans? Well, before you had Mexican, you had Aztecs. So what happened to that? Subjugation. Alliteration was given to them, man. To the point you got so-called blacks who was debating whether or not their name was going to be African American or black, and amongst many other bywords, which is one of the curses that was said to happen to the Israelites. More alliteration was given to them, to the point we don't even address ourselves as the actual nationality, but a color out of a crayon box. But that's what these apologists and people like Vocab Malone have a problem with, man. That's the controversy, man. You know? Let me get that real quick. Controversy, man. What's the controversy? There ain't nothing controversial about a people claiming to be a cursed people. Here it is. You got the cursed people of the societies, so-called blacks, aka Negroes, including so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, right? Cursed, clearly, worst conditions, last hired, first fired, etc., right? Worst history on the record books, man. Here it is. These same cursed people are claiming to be the cursed people. What's the issue? What's the issue, man? Because you're a false prophet, man. The controversy, Salakia, the conspiracy is what this is called. The conspiracy of false prophets.
Controversy.
Disagreement. So you people disagreeing with us claiming to be, you disagreeing with cursed people claiming to be cursed people. Or let's be specific, the cursed people. That you got an issue with that. Because we don't want to be a color out of a crayon box anymore. We don't want to call the creator son by a name that's not found in here. This is the 1611 KJV. We don't want to call him Jesus no more. You got an issue with that, man. You want to know why? Because you're a false prophet, man. And it's a conspiracy behind that. What you're doing. Vocab. And the rest of you apologists. It's a disagreement typically when prolonged, public, and heated. But it's nothing heated. Because we're instructed, if you're a true follower, because these people, this is what they try to act like, right? They try to act like, when you go back to that word, apologist, right? It's a person who offers an argument in defense of something controversial, but the controversial is the controversy is that what already has been explained, man. Us being cursed, claiming to be the cursed people. You disagree with that. Why? Because it's actually a conspiracy behind it. But we'll keep it to what they say it is. Their controversy is us not interpreting the scriptures the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say their issue is. But that can't be true if, let me read it again.
Apologist.
A person who offers an argument. Let's go back to Philippians 2 and 14.
Okay. This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings.
So if you're defending what this say, why are you offering an argument? Oh, okay. We know where you want to go. Proverbs 25 and 9.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is Proverbs chapter 25, verse 9. Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself.
Do what?
Debate
Mm-hmm.
thy cause
Mm-hmm.
with thy neighbor himself.
With who?
Thy neighbor.
So that's the issue right there. Who are your neighbors if you're defending what the word say? Who is your neighbors? Let's get that. Leviticus 19:19. Who are your neighbors according to what you're supposedly in defense of? You disagree with how we interpret it.
Okay.
Well, this is a clear read on who your neighbors are. Even if you're even if you want to take it outside of the lens of being an Israelite, and you just use the Israelites' logic, let's hear what the Israelite logic is as far as how you deem one to be your neighbor. Go ahead.
19 and 19.
You got it.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19.
Salakia. Jump to see where I'm at. $17.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not.
Matter of fact, start at 16.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
Among who?
Thy people.
Okay, who is this being said to? Let's jump to Leviticus 1 and just read through 2. Leviticus 19 and 1.
Okay. This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel.
So this is the Lord telling Moses to relate it. So as I said, okay, how the Israelites see it, but instead, making this just only be about applicable to the Israelites, but instead you just want to use the Israelite knowledge, right? We just confirm that this is exactly what you will be doing by reading 19:1 through 2, because this is how the Israelite logic goes, right?
Okay.
Let's go back to that 16.
All right. This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
So Israelites are instructed to not be talebearers among their people. Who would their people be? Israelites. You got it?
Come on. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
Of thy who?
Of thy neighbor.
So it's already steering you on how to deem a person to be your neighbor. He would have to be your people. But let's get more specific. You got it?
Okay. I am Yahweh.
Yeah, I am the Lord, Yahweh. You got it?
Verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother.
Thy who?
Thy brother.
Okay.
In thine heart.
Now watch this.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thy who?
Thy neighbor.
So your brother is your neighbor. Your neighbor is your brother. Let's keep going.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
See? So it's your neighbor is your neighbor is your people, man. So the Israelites deem their neighbors to be their own. Because neighbor, when you look up that word neighbor, it goes into close. It actually goes into kin. Right? Because I don't want to make this too deep and go into this. Just want to stay on the point. But when you go into that word neighbor, it just goes into kin. One who is close to you. That's why people call it a neighborhood, because the houses right next to each other. So this brother would be the closest thing to me, because this is my neighbor. I'm an Israelite, he's an Israelite, right? Well, but you want to call us, you got an issue with that. You want us to be, oh, I'm black, he black, right? I'm a Negro, he a Negro, right? So even if you want to apply that logic, according to using the Israelite knowledge logic, this would only be my neighbor. It wouldn't be a so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be anybody outside of my people, you know? But then, you know, that's where it gets tricky at too, because they split the so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, and so-called blacks up. Right. So in that case, they wouldn't be a neighbor. You see? So it's a conspiracy, man. It's a conspiracy behind all of this, man. But let's go back to the point. 25 and 9, Proverbs.
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 25, verse 9.
So your neighbor in a nutshell is your people. Go ahead.
Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself.
So with a person of your nationality, man. So why are you debating with me, Vocab? We're not the same nationality. Why are you debating with my people? You see? So you're not properly defending this because you don't even understand this, man. You have no clue what you're doing.
It's a lot. And you brothers debating with the man, you know? Why are you debating with him? He's not your neighbor.
We ain't got to explain none of these damn people, man. If you ain't an Israelite and you only subscribe to it, let me get that real quick. 2 John 1 and 10.
Okay. You
know? Yeah, we in defense of the gospel. They not finna be out. That's why we making this, you know, going live. You're not gonna be out here rocking Israelites to sleep, man. We gotta do this for the elect's sake, man. Endure all things for the elect's sake. We gotta be set for the defense of the gospel, man. It was what they try to basically market apologists to be about. But when you actually look up the word apologist, it pretty much contradicts everything they say they actually are about. It's a person who offers an argument in defense of something controversial. So you want to argue when you don't agree. I'm not finna argue with somebody I don't agree with. I don't even want to talk to you. And you want to know what? That logic, that thinking lines up with what the scriptures say. Because it just told us in Philippians 2 and 14, man. So who are these guys, man? Who are these guys in defense of supposedly in defense of the scriptures? They false prophets. You got it.
This is 2 John
1 and 10.
So, chapter 1 and 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine.
And bring what? Not what?
Not this doctrine.
So not this doctrine, man. We in the New Testament. Where's Philippians found that? The New Testament. You're not supposed to be debating. We do all things without murmurings and disputings, man. I'm not trying to argue with you people. But that's what an apologist does. So they're false prophets. You see that? Go ahead, brother.
Receive him not into your house.
Hold on. Read that from the top one more time. I can't say that.
2 John chapter 1 verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed.
You know? So we ain't got to argue with these people, man. All we got to do, let me get that real quick. Hold this. This Philippians 1 and 17. Start at 16. And because we ain't even went into the lesson yet, man. You know? This is the doctrine. We're going over what the doctrine is. You got that?
Philippians 1 and 17?
Yeah.
Started 16, you said?
Yeah.
This is Philippians chapter 1.
No, just hold that one.
All right, come on.
Grab Titus 3 and 10. Baba Kashah. You know? We're going into what the doctrine is. Do all things without murmurings and disputings. Debate because we preach the whole word. We eat the whole roll, man. We don't spit out parts. Brothers want to open their mouth. Not brothers, but people want to open their mouth trying to chew on it. You know? You haven't even digested it, man. You don't even know it. You come on, man. Go ahead.
This is Titus chapter 3, verse 10.
Right.
A man that is a heretic.
A what?
An heretic.
A what?
An heretic.
From the top.
Come on. Titus chapter 3, verse 10.
That's right.
A man that is an heretic after the first.
After the what?
After the first and second.
Now let's slow down real quick. Let's take this slow. Okay. Now you're gonna notice something about this. Read that one more time from the top, brother.
Titus chapter 3, verse 10. A man that is an heretic.
Spell that word for me, Apologist.
H-E-R-E-T-I-C-K.
Okay, you got it.
A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition.
Okay, let's stop right there. So,
heretic.
A person believing in or practicing religious heresy. A non-believer. So simply, it's somebody that don't believe the same thing you do, right? They believe something else. A person holding an opinion at odds with what is generally accepted. We can fit that. You see? We can fit that. Because you did a video called Strange Beliefs of the Hebrew Israelites, the black Hebrew Israelites, which is blasphemy, but the Hebrew Israelites, really you on point, because the Lord said we was going to be called by words. You help them fulfill prophecy. Little do you know. But when you go into that word heretic, it just means somebody that don't believe the same thing or what's generally accepted, right? So they have a problem with that. So, okay, we'll be the heretic. What does it say? If you're in defense of this, what does this tell you to do? Vocab, aka and the rest of you apologists. You take it from the top, brother.
Titus chapter 3, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition, reject.
Why they still dealing with us? Why you still talking to us, man? Why you keep making videos about the elders, man? Because you're a false prophet. It's a conspiracy, man. We'll be the heretic, man. Because really, if you had any understanding of the scriptures, it says, well, in the end time, in the reality of the matter, based on how the Lord set up the world, what is less accepted amongst the masses is more than likely the truth. It's really the truth. Let me get that. That's 1 Corinthians 1 and you start like 24. 1 Corinthians 1 and like 20. Matter of fact, start at 22.
First, for the Jews require a sign.
No, that ain't it. Where you at? 1 Corinthians. Start at start at 20.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world?
Now, he said, where's the disputer of this world? Why is the Lord saying, why is he asking, where is the disputer of this world? Somebody that should be disputing. Let me get that word real quick. Where he's asking for someone, right? A disagreement, argument, or debate. Where's the disputer of this world? They come up against us, but they ain't disputing the world. You see? False prophet, man. But let's see why he said, before we jump the gun, let's see why he sent. Let's read that from the top. Let's see why he's saying, why is he having asked, where is the disputer of this world, man? You got it.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world?
Anybody seen him? Go ahead.
Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
So why is he looking for a disputer of this world?
Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
There you go, man. Because this world's foolish. Let me get that real quick. Psalms 94 and 16. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord asking where the disputer of this world, because it's foolish, man. This entire, but you people, for God so loved the world so much, man. Well, God said he made this world's foolish. And you want to know what? Ain't none of you align with who people call Jesus Christ, because this is what he said. This is John 17 and 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. You see? And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I am come to thee. Holy Father, keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. But the whole point of the matter, the Lord said he don't pray for the world, man. So the Lord is he's a disputer of this world, man. You know? Let me get that real quick.
Call that Psalms again, 94.
94 and 16.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. Let me see. Here it is. All this dude do is make videos about so-called black Hebrew Israelites, man. I thought if you was an apologist, why don't you have a controversy with the world, man? You ain't even following what the scriptures say. Okay, your controversy is with something, it's something you disagree with. Someone that believes something, you disagree with heretics. We'd be heretics, man. Right? In your eyes, because in our eyes, you're heretics. But we'll be the heretics, right? Why are you still debating us? We believe something else, man. They say reject. You supposed to rejected us. Soon as whoever the first Hebrews you went into, man. But no, you still going. Because it's a conspiracy behind what's going on, man.
I got something too.
You got it.
This is John chapter 7, verse 6.
Oh, that's the spirit. That's what I was. That's it. Go ahead.
Then Yahweh said unto them,
Yeah.
My time is not yet come.
Yeah.
But your time is always ready.
That's right.
The world
The
cannot,
what?
The world.
The what?
The world.
The what?
The world
Go ahead.
cannot hate you. But me, it hated.
Mm.
Because I testify.
Because he
of
do
it.
what?
Because I testify.
Because
of
he testify of it, man. That what?
that the works thereof are evil.
That the what?
The works thereof are evil.
That the what?
The works thereof are evil.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta say that like 7 times to people, man. They still can't hear it, man. He said the works of this world is evil, man. So that's why the Lord is looking for a disputer of the world. One who's you say argue with the world, be heated, man. But in a certain sense, man. What world, man? You got the world, you got many worlds, man. The scriptures tell you that. You got Esau world going on, you got the world of Israel, and you got all the other worlds people when they lost in their little worlds, man. We're worried about the world of Jacob, man. That's the world he really talking about, man. And he talking about the world which is within the world of Esau, man. Our little community, man. And really those that don't even know they're Israelites. Really? Nah. Them niggas, them Edomites, man. Y'all niggas is looked at like Edomites. Heathens, period. Israelites that don't know who they are and ain't living like it. You know what? We'll stick with that. You're the world of Israel, man. That's why he say pray not for the world, but for them. So you got the Israelite world within struggling to run, struggling to operate within the world of Esau amongst all the other many worlds. Chinaman, he got his own little world. Ishmael, he got it, so-called Arab, he got his own little world. Japanese man got his own little world. Bob down the street, he got his own little world. But the world, the Israelite world, man, the most, Yahushua, who people call Jesus, said he testified that the works of this world. What world? The world is really talking about the world of Esau, man. Because really, well, I ain't going to go into that, man. So why you ain't doing what he do, man? Why you not disputing this world instead of disputing us? And you done found out we heretic, man. We believe something else. You supposed to reject us. Because you're a false prophet, man. You can finish that, brother. Verse 7.
Verse 7?
No, that was it. Or was it, did you finish all that?
No, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's the spirit, man. This is, yeah, that's that. You know? It's ridiculous, man. Really, let's get Jeremiah 15 and 5, man. Oh, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Let's go ahead and go into the lesson now. Okay. So, conspiracy. Conspiracy. Let's get that word conspiracy. Right?
Conspiracy.
A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Let me get Psalms 2 and 1.
We didn't get that 94.
Oh yeah, go ahead and bring it up.
Come on. This Psalms chapter 94, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Because that's why the Lord's asking for the dispute of this world, man. You see? That's why. Because this world is full of evildoers and it's a wicked world, man. But you got dudes that say they defending this, but rather be arguing with somebody they not even supposed to be arguing with. But they followers of this doctrine. They say if say we weren't even going by the doctrine, you ain't even supposed to bid us Godspeed, deal with us no more, nothing. But that's why we going on y'all, man. And we rejecting you because you're a false prophet. You're not real. Let me get that. You finished that?
No, it's a little bit more on that.
You got it.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
There you go, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and I believe that might be verse 9. You know? Start at 5, man.
Come on. Matthew, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
So there you go, man. No, let's say what they say, man. Let's just read it as is.
Come on. Matthew chapter 24, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
See, that's all you hear these niggas say, right? But they don't even match up with nothing Christ say. You see? You don't even match up with nothing Christ say, man. So, to kill a point earlier that was said, right? He said the thing that's really the least accepted, least esteemed in this world is actually the truth. Let's go back to that real quick. Let's get 1 Corinthians, finish that 20th verse, brother.
The 20th verse,
Come.
Corinthians.
Yeah, the 20th verse. And then we're going to jump down a little bit to go ahead and end that point off. You know? But we just proved by the Spirit these dudes are not followers of this. Why they still talking to us, man? Why they still talking about us? Because it's a conspiracy which we're going to close out on. You know? You got it.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world?
Mm-hmm.
Have not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
So the Lord don't even deal with this world, man. Go ahead.
For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High.
Because you people go about to establish your own thing and say what the Bible say when it's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Don't even read it. You don't read it then break it down. You just say what it say without even reading it. Ever. Go ahead.
It pleased the Most High by the foolishness.
By the what?
By the foolishness.
Because everything is in reverse. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going.
By the foolishness of preaching
Mm-hmm.
to save them that believe.
Mm-hmm. Jump to 27.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
How a nigga gonna say he what? A spit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How? How, man? They weak. How they know all these scriptures?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you won't hire nobody. You know what I'm saying? So Jake ain't got no reason to not know these scriptures, man. Remember that Greyhound poster, hardly any business.
Mm-hmm.
They put Jake on the front of it, man. But anyway, jump up to you can go ahead. There's a little more on that.
It's a lot. And the Most High have chosen.
But the Most High.
But I was going too far down. It's a lot. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
So the foolish things in this world is niggas standing on the street preaching, niggas on the internet talking about they Israelites, and a black man gonna come out the sky and they gonna get superpowers, and you know they gonna be made rich, and they gonna put everybody in slavery according to the Bible. That's foolish in this world. Nigga, why you ain't going to school to get an education? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't? Come on, bro. You too young to be.
Go get on the field or something. Go play some sports.
Man, what happened to you? You had it, man.
Yeah, man.
You reading this book? I know where you at. I know where you at. I was going through.
I've been there.
Yeah. See, there's foolish in this world, man. You got our own people laughing, talking about these niggas talking about something Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? It's a conspiracy ultimately, man. Which we gonna get? Go ahead.
And the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Because we weak, man. We ain't got no power to go up against Esau. You know what I'm saying? In the carnal sense. You know what I'm saying? We got this spirit, though. We got this word, you know? We got this faith, man. Go ahead.
And base things.
And what?
And base things of the world. And things which are despised.
And who's despised, man? He chose to despise things. You see that? Who's despised? So-called black man. They hate your guts. So-called Mexican, man. Latino, you despise. He said he chose to despise things. You know? Even in reality, because it's basically telling you the reality is twisted. Because in reality, the so-called white man and the rest of these heathens are despised. Well, really the so-called white man, Esau, the red man, right? The biblical Edomite. He's actually despised, but even in this world, since everything's backwards, he's not actually despised. It's blondes have the most fun. You see that? Niggas, you got black people hating their damn hair color, man. And that's all you black people.
I'm saying in every facet, the men and the women.
Latino, Native American, black, all you black people.
Mm-hmm.
You melanated people, man. You hate your hair color, man. It's despised.
Hate yourselves.
Niggas hate their woolly hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ones gotta stay with a cut. You know what I'm saying? In the world, ones will get a cut every week.
A damn lining.
A lining every week just to keep up.
That's right. Leave your damn lining alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Let your beard grow, man. Wear your wool. Wear your skin. Quit getting nose jobs, man. You know?
Right.
Kylie Jenner made herself look like an Israelite, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little so-called white girl, man. You see, because basically the reality is starting to, the veil is coming off.
It's coming back, yeah.
They starting to see, well, this is what's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell inferior features beautiful, man? You don't even got lips or a nose. You don't got nothing, man. You don't even have hair. You don't got skin that can withstand the elements, man. But you see, the world's so twisted and wicked and foolish, the very strong things are actually weak in this world.
In this world.
That's what the so-called white man did, man. You know? How are we wrong for saying Caesar Ray Borgia is not the Messiah when it tell you, they cut themselves, it tell you he has white hair. Let me even deal with the wool. Mm-hmm. He has white hair. Why do we never see the Messiah depicted even as a white man with white hair? Why? You see? And then we ain't gonna get to the woolly part. Where's the wool? But we wrong. But you got it, brother.
Con. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 1.
You want to know why? Because these false prophets is set up to it's a conspiracy, man. Mm-hmm. We're going to go to it after this, man. We ain't gonna keep it going.
And 28 continue.
Mm-hmm.
And base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen.
Woo! And who's the chosen? Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is a secret plan, man.
Conspiracy.
A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful, man. And what's what they trying to make ultimately be done that's unlawful. Not make the Israelites not keep the law. You know what I'm saying?
In every way possible, man.
That's the secret plan, man. You see? Change their hair color. How you gonna go dye your hair the color the Lord deemed unclean? Blonde. That's unclean.
You see how hard they push it? Everybody got blonde hair.
Lil Durk got blonde hair, man. That dude whole head blonde. Go ahead, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High.
The Israelites. Read the first chapter, first verse. You got it, brother.
Read that again.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Mm-hmm. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee.
That did what?
Has chosen thee.
There go that chosen word, man. You got it?
To be a special people unto himself.
So the Lord chose, and so that means those people will have to be weak-based people. Because it say 1 Corinthians 2 and 27. But God hath chosen the foolish things, Salakia. Let me just read through. Of the world to confound the wise, and God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. So that means the Israelites couldn't be mighty, man. Mm-hmm. They would have to be weak. And base things of the world and things which are despised. The Israelites will have to be despised, man. It says, and base things of the world and things which are despised have God chosen. Have God chosen. Had God chosen. You got it, brother.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh, thy power, hath chosen thee.
I did what?
Chosen thee.
I did what?
Chosen thee.
There you go.
To be a special people unto himself.
Yeah.
Above all people.
A what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
1 Corinthians 2:28. And base things of the world and things which are despised have God chosen. Yeah, and the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. You know? Just us existing is going to bring these people to naught. So they can't let us know, us being the cursed, we're cursed people, that we're actually the cursed people. So no. You making videos and edit faith, because the elder mentioned in faith. You putting hearts in. What you sound like you hate the word. Because he said we faith-based. We are faith-based, man. We're weak, remember? But that's what the Lord told us, man. So why is these people doing this, man? Because it's a conspiracy, man. It's a secret plan to do harm. It's a secret plan. What it say? A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Get that Psalms 2:1. You know, and that's it on that. And then we're gonna go back to that Matthew. And then we're gonna get that Ezekiel. We're gonna close out. You know, it ain't that deep, man. The Lord said this was gonna be the case. He trying to get thee there. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Why do the heathen rage?
Why do the what?
Why do the heathen rage?
Okay. So the heathens will have to be majority of the world and people out here raging. Go ahead. But about what though? Because the Lord, he want us to rage against this damn world, man. You got it?
And the people imagine a vain thing.
Or he want the people that actually dealing with him to rage against this world. You see? Right? Let's leave us out of it. Okay, go ahead.
Keep it going.
You take it from the top. So
Psalms chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
Why do the heathen rage?
Mm-hmm.
And the people imagine a vain thing.
Mm.
The kings of the earth.
So they imagine. See that? They imagine. Nothing is concrete with them. No source. No reality. They imagine. They make things up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Let me see if I can get that real quick. You got it.
They imagine an emptiness.
Mm.
You know?
Something that ain't there. They imagine a Messiah that's not talked about in place of the Messiah that is talked about. That's read that from the top, man. That's crazy.
Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Keep it coming. Woo.
From him that sitteth on. Oh man, let me read this.
Mm-hmm.
This Sirach 40:1. Great travail is created for every man, and an heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam. For the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. Their imagination of things to come, and the day of death trouble their thoughts, and cause of fear from him that sitteth on the throne of glory, unto him that is humbled, and unto him that is humbled in earth and ashes, man. Man, that's crazy, man. The Lord doing this to you people, man. You know, ultimately, but that ain't even the scripture I wanted. You got it. Keep going. Salaki.
So I'm starting from the top. Mm-hmm. Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together.
See? What is a conspiracy? A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Let's keep going.
Against
a what?
Against Yahweh.
Mm-hmm. Against the Lord. Go ahead.
And against the anointed.
Mm.
Saying, let us break their bands asunder, mm-hmm, and cast away their cords from us. Mm.
So there you go, man. That's what they trying to do. They trying to break the bands, because he said he chose the weak things to bring to naught the things that are. So just by us existing, they have to get rid of us, because we're going to bring them to naught. And you get that in all the statistics, man. They talking about by 2050, the whole earth going to be black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How? Because they really know what's going on, man. They can't keep up. That's really it. They can't keep up, man. And then they know the men carry the seed, man. You know? You little women want to be our women, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean in both ways. Really, I'm saying they want to be Israelite women. But they want to be Israelite men women. You know, ultimately, that's where the days is getting. But let's go to the, that was it on that?
Come on.
All right, Matthew 24 and 5. Scripture I want. So the heathen, why do the heathen rage and they imagine a vain thing, man? It's so the thing that they're imagining is that they can get rid of us, man. They can stop you from being who you're being. Stop you from basically realizing this book. You know what I'm saying? Because if a cursed people start to live like the cursed people talked about, won't everything else have to happen, come to pass? To where we bring to naught them. We're going to bring this world to naught, man. Because we already done cut you. You shouldn't even be dealing with us no more. We're heretics, man. You see, we believe something else. Yeah, we believe what the scriptures say. The world don't go off that. They go off what they think, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
See that? And they shall what?
Deceive many.
So he said many gonna come in his name and say they are. They Christians. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They Hamashiachim. You got people that actually done said the Christ himself, man, the Messiah himself. You know? Because either way, you people don't line up with what even the made up name Jesus, what his name ties to. You don't even follow none of it. None of it, man. This is Sirach 37, and this is what I wanted. 3. O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit? You see? Because that's what your imagination gonna do, because it's not aligned with the Most High, man. When you don't go with the scriptures say. You're covering the world with deceit. Because you had this dude, Vocab, and 1 minute he's saying, well, like the elder, he brought something out earlier. Basically, they make it about who they are, their identity. And let's say that's true, that's who they are. But they act as if they hit a lottery ticket. And we did hit a lottery ticket, man. Every single Israelite, like the elder said, man. We do damn right we hit a lottery, man. Just being Israelites. All of a sudden now it's, oh, well, let's just say if they are. No. So in the meantime, in between time, you're going off vain imaginations, man. Because we just simply lining up with this word. Just living. Jake don't even got to read the word, and he still bring it to pass. Right. Just his existence. That's why they hate all of us, man. And they really hate us because we know what the hell going on, man. So this dude is a false prophet, man. All these apologists, all these people, man, they're false prophets set up to do something harmful. They're imagining a vain thing. They want to keep this world imaginary, man. They don't want to actually, no one wants these scriptures to be realized, brought to life. You got it, brother.
No, it says unlawful or harmful.
Yeah. Unlawful or harmful, man. You know? Because ultimately, you being made to believe by someone that doesn't have your best interest, that they're basically trying to get you to believe, you so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, so-called blacks, that you're not the people of this book, that's going to harm you. Because if the people of this book don't come back to this book, they're going to stay in the condition they are. You see? Which is getting killed, being ruled over by their oppressor, and punished by the Most High just ultimately, because he's controlling all of that. And you're going to forever stay in darkness, man. They're trying to keep you asleep, keep you destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. That's what y'all trying to do. You got it, brother, because I don't want to keep going. This is pretty much it on this.
Matthew.
Yeah, then I got the main scripture the lesson was based around.
Keep on 1 to 6, just bring 5 out again.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, come on.
Let me see. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Let me see. Jump to, let's see. What you last just read?
Starting at 5.
Oh, Salakia. I want, oh, matter of fact, jump to, let me get 1 John 4 and 2. You know? So those are false prophets. You know, that's what was relayed to the disciples.
Come on.
Yeah. Start at 1.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
1 John chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God.
Mm-hmm.
Because many false prophets.
Because what?
Because many false prophets.
How many?
Many.
Go ahead.
Are going out into the world.
Majority of the world got false prophets in it, man. You see? Go ahead.
Hereby know ye the Spirit of God.
So that's that, man. Many false prophets are going into the world. So that's what they actually come together. Let's get that real quick. Psalms 83 and start at 1. That's what they come together on, man. They come together on all these little tactical plans, man. That dude Vocab probably hired by the elite. You know, you're an agent, man. You're not full. You don't even foot the bill of someone that truly believes this, man.
Yeah.
You're not even a Christian, man. You're just a bug out. You're a demon. That's what you are, man. You ain't following what the scriptures say. You ain't rejecting us. You don't even know who your neighbor is. Your definition of what your neighbor is would be an imagination. It wouldn't even be a line from the lens of an Israelite, man. From God's word, which was only given to the Israelites. And you've been cut on that many a time, so we won't even go there. Go ahead.
82, like
83 and 1.
so like
You got it.
this is Psalms chapter 83, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Keep not thou silence,
Mm-hmm.
O God,
Mm-hmm.
hold not thy peace, and be not still.
Because then the Lord say out his own mouth, where is the dispute of this world?
Mm-hmm.
See that? Come on, Lord. Go ahead.
And be not still,
That's
O
right.
God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Your enemies, the Lord's enemies, make a what?
A tumult.
Loud noise, man. They making a commotion all over the internet. They finna bring it out on the news. They're gonna get us defamed, man. That's really what this is going into, man. They about to defame the so-called black Israelites, man. Because it's so-called, because we're not so-called black Israelites. We never claimed that. We're just the Israelites. Period. We're the Hebrew Israelites, man. Go ahead.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Have did what?
Lifted up the head.
Keep going.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So they lifted up the head, man. You know? Those heads go into chiefs. You know? Go ahead. So it's top players in this, man. It's men they sit out and appoint. It's top shot callers, man. Guinea pigs on the board. You know? The head of the apologist, man. He trying to make that a thing. It's crazy, man. Go ahead, man. They set that dude up probably. And if he didn't, hey, you a lost dude, and you're going to be destroyed according to the word, man. Because regardless of that, you come up against the Israelites, even if you believe we were in the Israelites or not. You don't make it about the Israelites. You've magnified yourself against the children of the Most High, man. That's the stupidest thing you could have ever done. Don't you know what's going to happen to the so-called Chinese man, the judgment written against them for magnifying themselves against the Israelites? To tell you that in Zephaniah 2. Go ahead, brother.
God, Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
See, that's what I was about the spirit. All of these different tactics.
Mm-hmm.
This dude done hit every faction, man. Every church. You know? And I'm going to try to keep it spiritual, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
You know? It's all about the Lord's people. This is Zephaniah chapter 2 and 8. I have heard the reproach of Moab and the revelings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people and magnified themselves against their border. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. You see? Come on, man. It's all about the Israelites, man. So you don't step to the Lord's children, man. Especially those that's trying to do right by them, man. And then even if you didn't believe it was us, everybody be dissing the Israelites. You see? It ain't about that, God did away with them. Don't you hear, do you just not hear the judgment written to, you magnifying yourself about a people he chose. You should be trying to cleave unto them, man. But you ain't gonna do it. Because he chose the weak things. You see? Everybody can just walk over the Israelites at this point.
Mm-hmm. You're able to do so.
They're despised. You like niggers? You know what I'm saying? Like, but he chose the weak things. He chose the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 4.
Devils, man.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So these are the councils that's put together. Because really that's going into these G20 summits, man. That's going into these elites. But they set up all these little players and stuff, man. These elite bankers. They set up these little players out here, man. Dudes paid off like Farrakhan. He set up at this point, man. He worked with the Jews, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, he claiming we're the children of Israel, but then he said we Esau. This dude, come on, man. Like, who y'all fooling, bro? Stop it, bro. Go ahead, man.
That the name of Israel.
And we seen you, y'all got pictures with so-called Jews. But they don't like Harshar said, man, we was watching, it's an old video. You know? But he said, you don't go up against nobody else and challenge them for what they believe. Why they come against us, man? Why? You ain't challenged a so-called Jew, saying he's a Jew, and they don't even believe in the Messiah, but you say you believe in the Messiah. So why don't you go up against them in the way you go against us, man? We don't care that you did one show with this dude and trying to prove to him how the Messiah is real. No. Why don't you attack these people like you attack us, man? But we the ones out here attacking people, giving people holy scriptures, sharing the holy scriptures with people. Stop it, man. Go ahead, bro.
Read it from the top. Psalms chapter 83, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel.
That the name of who?
The name of Israel.
So it's people that's trying to, on the planet Earth, because the Israelites still exist, man. There's no end of all people. The Israelites can never perish, man. You know what I'm saying? They're still on the planet Earth. We're still here, man. But what happened? They changed our name. They took our knowledge. They took our heritage. The Lord used them to do it. When he said he was going to discontinue from our heritage, He didn't leave the throne to do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, who y'all fooling, man? Go ahead, brother.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of what?
Of Israel.
That the what? Oh my goodness, man.
Of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So they well, you know what they put there? Black, African American, Jamaican,
Latino, Mexican, Puerto Rican. Can go on. Indian.
Y'all finished, man. I mean, all we do is, like I said, let's just live and that's it, man. That's all we got to do. But they don't want you Israelites to come back to this because it's gonna outright bring us. Everybody liked when we was just cursed. They didn't like when all these Israelites started realizing who the hell they were, and more men standing up, women standing up, the children got zeal. They don't like that, man.
Not at all.
Because we're at the end part of what the Bible is always talking about. Bunch of niggas walking around who was actually the chosen people.
Whole time.
You know? Now we at the end where their end is here, man. Because we're not going to become truly who we are on this side.
Exactly.
It's the start of it is going to happen on this side at the end of this side. When the Lord changed us, man. That's what we believe. That's what the Bible says. We're going to get the new covenant is only for the Israelites, man. Y'all niggas talking about some damn, the UFOs, a blimp, a Goodyear blimp. Like, come on, man. Stop it. They don't want you to realize nothing. They can't let this come. They doing everything they can to not let these words come true.
They trying to rock-a-bye.
In their entirety.
And everything, man.
Because all the other stuff have. Okay, you don't want to believe the slave ship is talking about the slave ships. But it clearly say slave ships. Who else went in slave ships is only known in one facet on this planet Earth, man.
God.
And that's the transatlantic slave trade and the other ones. Really the transatlantic slave trade is the main one.
And if the people that's on those ships was to go into bondage, what is it?
And let me say this too, because you got smart Alex out there. You know about the sub-Saharan slave trade. We know about these slave trades, man. The East African slave trade. We know about that, man. And we don't give a damn about no indentured so-called Irish servants, man. We don't care about that. We care about what this word say. You know? If it don't line up with what the word says, it's imaginary. It's irrelevant, man. It's not deemed worthy enough. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Or it's something you can't understand. Because sometimes some things ain't in the scriptures because more things are showed unto men than men understand, man. Go ahead.
Psalms 83, chapter 83, verse 4.
Can't do nothing with it.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
They hate us saying so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians. So-called blacks, aka Negroes, including so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, are the same people. Because they cut us off from each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They cut everything off. You put a border in between Mexico, which is a part of America, man.
It's just a bigger red line.
You know? You got it?
Verse 5. For they have consulted together.
They have what?
They have consulted.
They get together and do this. There's people out here that's doing this so the Israelites won't be a nation anymore. You see that? Their name won't be remembered no more. When the Lord said he was going to do that to the Edomites, a specific tribe of the Edomites. Amalek, go ahead.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
Well, all on one page. Everybody against the Israelites, man. But what the Lord said about everybody against the Israelites, all those that were incensed against us, man. You ain't gonna find them no more, man. Go ahead.
They are confederate against thee.
They confederate. Woo! Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Of who?
Of Edom.
Keep going.
And the Ishmaelites.
Oh man.
And the Ishmaelites.
So the so-called white man, Jewish, Swedish, Polish, German, Italian, even though a lot of so-called Italians, black people, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But all you so-called Caucasian, Causkoid, whatever you want to call yourself, you're the Edomites, man. And you're the ringleader of it. That's why you were put first, man. Because it's Esau's world, who's the father of the Edomites. Edom means red. The only people on the planet Earth named that's actually red are so-called white people. Go ahead.
The tabernacle.
And the Ishmaelites, you Arabs, they in on it. What did we mention? The sub-Saharan slave trade, man. That's the Arabs. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites
Mm-hmm.
of Moab.
Moab, so-called Chinaman. So you got so-called white man, the Jew, primarily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because black people don't say they Jews. Go ahead. Ishmael, so-called Arabs. You know what I'm saying?
Moab.
Then you got Chinaman. Go ahead.
And the Haggars, the Haggarese.
I believe that's Ham. Go ahead.
The Baal and Ammon
Japanese.
and Amalek.
They go to Jew. But guess what? He fall right into Edom. Because he Edom. You know? You got it. There's some more on that.
The Philistines
Hamites.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Keep going.
Ashur also
Who is Ashur, man? Those are the Assyrians. Keep going.
is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot.
And the children of Lot is talking about so-called Japanese and Chinese man. Go ahead.
Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin,
Let's find out why.
at the brook of Kisan,
Mm-hmm.
which perished,
Which what?
which perished
There you go.
at Endor.
They perished. So that's what is being asked by this Israelite man. Because even in the ancient time, these people was against us. And they still are, man. Ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed, man. And these people are set up. You got the heads of these people set up, man. All right, let's go ahead and get this, that's it. Let's go ahead and get this Ezekiel 22 and 25, and that'll be it.
Finish it up for them.
Mm-hmm.
They became as dung for the earth. That's it.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah, Ezekiel 22 and 25. Salaki, Hagarim, that would be Ishmael. So you just got tons of Ishmaelites. All right,
Fine.
because they get all over us on that. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof.
So there's a conspiracy. There's a group of people that's gotten together to do something harmful or unlawful to a people, man. To the Israelites. Go ahead.
Like a lion.
Read that one more time from the top. That'd be it.
Con. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25.
That's right.
There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof. Like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured souls.
So let me get Psalms 44 and start at 22. You know, because it say the prey. Who's the prey, man? And then we get Zechariah 11 and 2. You got it.
This is Psalms chapter 44, verse 22. Yeah, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
See that? That's we the prey, man. You see? Go ahead.
Awake, Why sleepest thou, O Lord?
Yeah.
Arise,
Mm-hmm.
cast us not off forever.
See? Forever. See? We cast off, but not forever. Go ahead.
Wherefore hidest thou thy face?
You see that? Yeah, that's it on that. Okay, let me get Zechariah 11 and 2. And then that'll be it. And then we can jump back to Ezekiel. So we're to pray, man. The Lord, we're counted as the prey, the sheep, man. Matter of fact, let me get Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 6. Salakia 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray, because even our own are set up, man. That's why you have Christian plantation Christianity, man. False prophets. Because that's the easiest way to destroy people, man. Hitting their mind. And you do it through the head. You kill the head, the body gonna fall, man. Those pastors are the head blinded, man. Paid off. Because it say a gift destroyeth the heart, man. What's the heart? The heart is your mind, man. The seat of appetites. A man's will. You know? And the Hebrew is la, meaning all those things. This is Jeremiah 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Who's the Lord's people, man? And say, their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have caused them on the mount. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. You see? So the Lord, he see that, man. You know? This verse 11. Because ye were glad. Because ye rejoiced. O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Now who's the Lord's heritage? His people. Because we're in the same chapter. So his people will be his heritage. His heritage will be his people. This is Deuteronomy 32. And 9. The Lord, for the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. See that? So Jacob is his people and his heritage, man. It say, Jeremiah 50 and 11, because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat, as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, a desert. So the Lord, he said the hindermost of the nation, man. The nations, plural. You about to wipe you people out, man. Because everyone is going against and magnified themselves against the Lord's people. That's the confederacy. See those nations, that's going back to that confederacy, man. That's Psalms 83. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She's going to be so confounded, it's going to hurt, man. It say, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Because remember, all those nations got together. They all confederate against Israel. Cut the name off of them being a people, man. It's a conspiracy, man. Do something harmful, man. Unlawful.
Call that Zechariah.
Zechariah 11 and 3. 11 and, yeah, that's it. Zechariah 11 and 3.
Okay.
Let me get this real quick. This is Jeremiah 33. And 24. Considerest thou, you know, we're going to end with this. You got it. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
There is a voice of the howling.
Let me see. Jump to 4. Matter of fact, you can keep going to 3. You got it.
This is Zechariah chapter 11, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled.
So those same shepherds, those same false prophets. Woo! Go ahead, man. Read that one time.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled.
Keep going.
Thus saith Yahweh my power, feed thy flock, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Feed the flock. Go ahead, one more time. Read that one again.
Yes, like Zechariah chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith the Lord my power, feed the flock of the slaughter.
So who's the flock of the slaughter, man? We just read it. The Israelites. That's the prey. You see? But let's go ahead and go back to that Ezekiel 22 and 25. Brothers got stuff on the comment board. See if brothers got something to go. Come on. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey.
Whoo, see that? They ravening the prey. They like roaring lions, man. It's crazy. This Proverbs, for the brother Nayam, Proverbs 14 and 22, do not they err that devise evil? You see? You going off. It's the worst thing you could ever did. They say, but mercy and truth shall be to them that devise good. You coming up with stuff. But you coming up with wickedness, man. That's going off. Yeah, they set these people up, man. Isaiah 9 and 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So that's a plan that they put together, man. Because if you get the head, the body gonna fall, man. You get him to not even care about his nationality, what he got coming, what got him to worry about the now. You see, where we going into the other night, you got to be in the present and the future. You got niggas just worrying about now. Ain't no future, you know? He don't care. And the gift destroyed the heart. They gave man a car, $1 million church, a little look on TV. He's got his wife to shut up. Man, he gonna overthrow the whole congregation. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let's not even read the Bible today. Let's just talk about what each other thinks, you know? And that's just that side, you know? You got these apologists out here, man, that's been set up. These Vocab Malones, they've been set up, man. Go ahead, brother.
Fine. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured souls. They have taken the treasure of the precious things.
They have devoured souls, man. They have taken the treasure of precious things, man. Go ahead.
They have made her many widows.
See?
In the midst thereof.
The lack of knowing how we supposed to actually deal, because really the pastor is supposed to be guiding marriages, giving counsel on all these different. They're supposed to be the counsel. Mm-hmm. It's the church. But there's all type of wickedness going on in the church instead. Marriage is being broken. See, and who is this happening amongst? The people in the church, the actual church, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And what is that actually going into? Them being dysfunctional as a nation, being cut off from being a nation, not being told who they are when they're actually in service. Mm-hmm. To hear how we haven't been forsaken. What's actually going on with our situation? They set that up. So when we talk about these things, here you go with these apologists. This dude Vocab Malone, he has a controversy with that, man. He doesn't agree with that. We got strange beliefs. Well, that's what the Lord said he chose, man. How about that? You know? Yeah, and that's this world backwards. This is the brother Nayam. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. He said, woe unto you, man. That's what the scriptures say. You know? Yeah, man. The brother of war, this is John 5:43. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. Because no one actually deals with the word. You see? If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive. But since we actually coming out this Bible, we ain't up here, yeah, y'all, yeah, y'all, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's an issue. You don't agree with that? Like, come on, man. You're a monkey. Come on, man. Be a monkey. Bounce off the wall. Go ahead, bro. This will be it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 26. Mm-hmm. Her priests have violated my law.
Ooh, that go back to that conspiracy. They go back to that conspiracy. He said her priests have violated my law, man. Let me get that real quick. Conspiracy. It's
conspiracy.
A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. The action of plotting or conspiring.
Unlawful.
You know? Treason. Treason is overthrowing something, man. Mm-hmm. Look, this conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theory is an explanation for an event or situation that invokes a conspiracy by sinister and powerful groups, often political in motivation. Because what's political, man? What's political about so-called blacks not wanting to be black no more? They have the problem with that name. Well, you set up people. What's political about that? Because I'm saying that's political, right? Salakia.
Politics.
The activities associated with the governance of a country or other area. You see, especially the debate or conflict among individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve power. So that's political, because when you start saying you're no longer black and you're the people of this book, you're the chosen people, what is that part going to? What I just mentioned? It says, especially the debate or conflict among individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve power. That's what that's showing them, man. You're trying to achieve power by saying you're waking up and you don't understand the promises. Vocab. This cartoon character, man. You know, because it's parties. This is a party, man. You know? so-called blacks, you don't have to be a Republican or a Democrat to be a party. You people need to research words, man. Let's see.
Vocab.
Party.
A formally constituted political group, typically operating on a national basis. Because what do we deal with? Nationality. So this Hebrew Israelite thing is big. You see? It say that contest, like when you contest a shot against you and your team. It says that contest elections in attempts to form or take part in a government. You know? Because we don't want this to go on anymore. We don't want to be black and Latinos and Native American Indians anymore. We don't want that, man. We want to be who we are. And that's the Israelites. And what comes with that? The hope. You see? Faith. The hope of achieving power, man. See that? So we are a party. What was I saying earlier? He hit every faction. That's a synonym to the word party, man. This is a party right here, man. This is a faction. We're a church. What did it say? Camp. You know what I'm saying? You know, party, a person, this is from Merriam-Webster. A person or group taking one side of a question, dispute, or contest. The parties in the lawsuit reached ain't no agreement we're going to come to. The only agreement we're going to come to is that you admitting we're the Israelites. We're admitting it first, and then you're eventually going to admit it. And then all that comes the hope that the hope of the things we're waiting for, according to this Bible, and more. Go ahead. And that's what they have a conspiracy against, man. These apologists. They don't want you to realize these things, man. See, they don't want you to go into the word and know what you're doing is actually on the level, man. We're really, this is all political. Everything that's the attacks that's getting ready to happen, which is prophecy, is all political, man. They're gonna overthrow you Israelites that's saying you're Israelites, man. They're gonna use, I was gonna do a lesson on this, and our Lord willing, I still can. The Lord gonna use Vocab Malone to get the Israelites defamed, man. So, you know, I'll save that, man. It's a conspiracy, man. They're putting it together. They keep trying to put out these, they gotta edit us to make us look stupid.
Exactly.
You gotta edit the elders, man. Put hearts around his head. Like, what did he do wrong? What did he do? You haters, man. That's just all it is. You got it, brother. It's crazy, man. But hey, we read scripture, so you know we're supposed to be expecting it. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 26. Her priests have violated my laws and have profaned mine holy things.
And how did that happen? Well, it's happening today. And how is it happening through these people getting together. He's trying to make us look bad, man. You know, to where those that haven't awakened of the Israelite nation, who are Israelites, to where they'll look at us crazy. Our own people. Preachers are gonna preach against us. So-called preachers. With their false prophets. All these guys, man. You got it.
They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean. So, you go into the word prophet, right? This is a quick definition. You know, now obviously prophets go into basically foretelling the future, stuff like that.
Prophet.
A person regarded as an inspired teacher or proclaimer of the will of God. Now, let's get that word false.
False.
Which is shakor in the Hebrew. Not according with truth or fact. that a literal sword? Yes. No, it isn't. You're a false prophet. Because you're up here talking to me about the will of God, but it's telling us that the sword that Yahushua, who people call Jesus, is coming back with is going to be a literal sword, man. A killing instrument. In whatever form he's going to have it, it's going to be a killing instrument. That's what it represents, that sword, man. If you want it to be an actual sword, it will be. But it's definitely a killing instrument. And we can show you that. And we did show you these things, man. According to the Bible, that sword will be a killing instrument. According to the Bible. So if you say otherwise, you will be being a false prophet. If you say, oh, look, he a false prophet. What did he do starting off? Debate us. We're not your neighbor. What you do? Dispute, murmur. You're supposed to be doing all things without it. We don't believe what you believe. We're heretics. You're supposed to reject us. Did you do that? No. But you're supposed to be defending, right, or offering an argument as an apologist, offering an argument, which is off. According to the scripture, it doesn't align with that, due to a controversy, something you disagree with, which is us simply just being cursed and saying we are the curse, being the weak saying we are the weak of this book. No, that don't matter. That's not true. And when you don't agree with it, and you see we believe something you don't, that's contrary to common belief, you don't reject us. But you're defending the will of God. No, you're a false prophet. That's what you are, man. You know? All of you people. Go ahead.
Con. And have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths.
And I see, no, you're not. No, these guys are talking about because look, if the Israelites curse for not keeping the Sabbaths and not wanting to be the Israelites, don't it make sense if I'm their enemy to people when they don't know they're the Israelites and realize they're in trouble and I'm actually winning because they're in trouble due to them not keeping the Sabbaths and knowing that they're the Israelites? Wouldn't it make sense for me to further push that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you read false, the second part to this, it says,
False.
and this is Google definitions, man. It say, appearing to be the thing denoted. Appearing to be the thing denoted. You see? It say, deliberately made or meant to deceive. These niggas set up, man. This dude Vocab, he so about this word. They set that dude up more than likely, man. A lot of these dudes, this dude's set up out here. So the Lord said many false prophets is set up. And he also put us on game that is people coming together, putting together all type of devising evil matters, man, to cut us off from being a nation. Make you think you're arguing with somebody that truly, sincerely believes this word. These people don't believe, man. He a false prophet, man. He's meant to deceive, man. He was made to deceive. These dudes are intentionally acting like they believe and not lining up with the scriptures and actuality. Because the Lord said, by their fruit you shall know them, man. He false intentionally. They set that dude doing that on purpose, man. He ain't sincere. You don't attack nobody else, nor do you dispute the wickedness of this world, man. Nor those dudes that came to us. Because what he ended up saying, they so sincere about this word, but what did he say? He don't see any oppression against the so-called blacks, man. He said America's not going to end. That's a false prophet, man. He came up there with an intention to deceive, man. It's a conspiracy. Read that 25th chapter from the top, and that'll be it, man. Lord willing. 25th verse, Salaki.
Gone. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof.
There is a what?
A conspiracy.
Of her what?
Of her prophets.
Because you got so-called black people that listen to Vocab on him being a declarer of the will of God. Because that's what a prophet is. right? They can tell you what God is dealing with, what God doesn't deal with. You got so-called black people following this dude, man, including you so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, man. One more time on that, brother.
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof.
Beautiful.
Like a roaring lion.
Of her prophets in the middle of of her prophets, man. Who's the her? It's talking about the Israelites, man. Like a what?
Like a roaring lion.
Like a roaring lion, man.
Ravening the prey.
Ravening the prey, man. And who's the prey? You.
Mm-hmm. They have devoured souls.
Devoured souls, man. You got people invested in these churches, man. Mm-hmm. These people say, giving their money. We don't ask these people for nothing, man. Go ahead, brother.
They have taken the treasure.
The Lord said, "Freely give, freely have you received, freely give, man." Now you can tithe if you want, because you're giving unto the Lord and you helping the poor, because we're actually the poor. But we ain't asking for nothing, man. With your time, your damn you to pay attention. That's all we're asking you to pay attention. It's free. Go ahead, brother. It's locked.
They have taken the treasure and the precious.
They have did what?
They have taken the treasure.
Slow down. They have what?
They have taken.
There you go, man.
The treasure.
Didn't the Lord say, "Don't let the thief steal anymore"? Let him that steal no more. He's stealing. Let me get that, man. And the brothers brought out something beautiful. If you can read that, what the brother brought out, brother, I think it's the brother of war. He just dropped something. Is that first to the first to the last one? Yeah. Go ahead and bring that one out. Let me find this.
All right, Khan. It's the brother of war brought out. It says, "Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name."
What he got? What he bring? What is it? I think it's Jeremiah. Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Jeremiah 14:14.
Come on. You got it.
It's Jeremiah 14:14. "Then the Lord say unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I send them not."
They niggas set up, man. So see, Esau, he so cold, bro. He cold. I'm gonna keep calling him cold till he up out of here. He cold with it, man.
"Neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision, and divination, and a thing of naught,
That's right.
and the deceit of their heart."
Of their heart, man. Let me get Ephesians 4:28. You know? These dudes is deliberately set up, man. They're deliberately doing this, man. Acting like they believe in this, so you don't believe in it, because they already know who you are. You know what I'm saying? They see this book coming to pass. They heard the Bible stories. You know? Jake in church running around spilling Kool-Aid on their shirts. They dress shirts and smashing animal crackers all on the damn floor. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jake doing. Ain't listening, ain't learning nothing. What they doing in those so-called white churches, they bringing that word out, man. Oh, you know, they being taught lies, but these people don't read the Bible. How you think they can come up to us and be like, he definitely wasn't white, so you done did research. You read Revelation. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 28. "Let him that stole steal no more."
Man, because they say they have taken treasures, man. Go ahead.
"But rather let him labor, working with his hands the things which is good, that he may have to give to him that needeth."
See? You know? Let me see that. So like, start at 27.
Come on.
Watch this.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. "Neither give place to the devil."
To the who?
To the devil.
Don't get place to these dudes, man. The devil going to deceiver, man. Deceiver. Diablo, man. Diabolos. Deceive, man. Deception. Go ahead.
"Let him that stole steal no more."
because the devil steals, man. He robbed you of your truth, man. Go ahead.
But rather, let him labor,
There you go.
working with his hands
Mhm.
the things which is good.
Yep. Because it say, let him steal. Let him, what it say? How it go? Let him that stole steal no more. Because you was letting him, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to work, man. You see? He was able to do it. It didn't take no work for Esau to get, or the serpent to get Eve in the garden. It didn't take no work. He just said some words, and it wasn't no labor in that, man. What did he do? He stole her damn immortality, man. That's the story of the earth, man. The damn thief, the damn devil, the deceiver, man. This dude trying to rob us out of the promises, man. These apologists, these people trying to come up and argue. Bro, I don't believe what you believe, so get out my face. I have no interest in arguing with you at all. I don't care when you walk away, because I don't even believe this is for you. Now, if I told you that off top, would you still stay and talk? Most of you do, yes. You can stay, because we don't run nothing here, man. We the weak. That's how I know you don't follow this. I have no interest in arguing with you, man. You don't believe. I'm not trying to make you a believer. Why would I even want to talk to you when I see you don't regard this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't no nothing to talk about. Get out my face now, you know? Go ahead, brother.
All right.
I think that's it on that. We can finish it out, but that's it on that.
Con. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. Neither give place to the devil.
Don't give place to the devil, man.
Let him that stole steal no more.
Uh-huh.
But rather, let him labor.
He got to work, man. Go ahead.
Working with his hands the fitting which is good.
The fitting, that's because he always doing some off. Go ahead.
That he may have to give to him that needed.
See that? Because he just taking. So it's gonna it's crazy. That verse deep right there. Go ahead. On that I think that's it. I think you brought everything out on that.
Yeah, let me finish the Ezekiel. Con. Yeah, I'm gonna just run it through from the top. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured souls. They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows.
They have taken the treasures and precious things, man. Go ahead.
They have made her many widows in the midst thereof.
And the precious things is these scriptures, man. The understanding of what's going to happen. They want you to they want you to believe that this is fake and believe in a lie. Robbing you of treasures. That's a treasure to know what's going on. To know who everybody is on the planet Earth. To know what the Creator wants, man. How to please the Creator. How to benefit yourself. Come on, man. How to have generational wealth. They don't want you picking this up, man. Bro, they told you they built the country off the Bible. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Her priests have violated my law.
Esau set that up.
And have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither.
See? That's why they in. He said, you can eat. He said, baby, the hog clean, baby. Heard the pastor say that, man. You just got to hang the hog upside down, let all the crap run out of him. Like, bro, the flesh still the flesh. Like, what are you talking about? He really said this mess, man. He said they ain't put no separation in between it, man. You know? You got it.
Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean.
They have not done what? They have what?
And neither have they showed difference between the unclean.
Slow down. Neither have they showed, because they supposed to be teaching. False prophets. Showed what?
Difference.
Keep going.
Between the unclean and the clean.
See? They don't go over the dietary law. You know what I'm saying? So they false prophets. Because the Lord wants you to know what's unclean and what's clean. Does Vocab do that? Are you out here teaching people not to eat pork? Not to eat bottom feeders?
Not at all, man.
Why you ain't dispute? Because that's not food, man. Those things have purposes. Why you out here declaring that? You so-called, you a false prophet, man. That should be it on that, man. All right, that's it. This is Jeremiah 33 and 24. Considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying the two families which the Lord Yahweh have chosen, he hath even cast them off. So, let me read that again. Jeremiah 33 and 24. I'm gonna start at 23. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to the word of the Lord Yahweh came to Jeremiah, saying, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which the Lord Yahweh have chosen, he hath even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, if my covenant be not with day and night, if my covenant be not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinances of heaven and earth, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob and David my servant, so that I will not take any of his seeds to be ruler over the seeds of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For I will cause their captivity, for I will cause their captivity to return and have mercy on them. So, the conspiracy of false prophets, man. Lord willing, this has been edifying, man. You got anything you want? You know,
We've been thorough, man.
so yeah, man. Lord willing, it's been edifying. We're going to give our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Wahak, Wadash, Wakak. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.